Hi, welcome back to our YouTube channels. Our topic for today, this topic is a debatable topic. It's a very commonly debatable topics. That's the reason why we are going to discuss about whether is it technical analysis, fundamental analysis, or trading psychology, which one is the most important when it comes to trading or investing. So these are the topics that we are going to discuss because we're going to see different opinions in terms of these particular topics. Some will prioritize trading psychology, some will prioritize technical analysis, some will prioritize fundamental analysis. So we are going to discuss which one is more important when it comes to trading and investing. Now, as usual, before I start, if this is your first visit, please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channels and on your notification bell. My name is Ting Ting. I need to start with the disclaimer as usual because this topic is only meant for education purposes. There's no buy or sell call. Before I can start to differentiate or before I can start to make a conclusion whether technical analysis or fundamental is more important or trading psychology is more important, so we need to understand what is technical analysis, what is fundamental analysis, and what is trading psychology itself. Now, when it comes to technical analysis, a quick one for you to understand is basically you're studying the price movement and also volumes. So you prioritize your price and also volume itself when it comes to your analysis. This is what we call as technical analysis. And what is fundamental analysis is you are going to look at those factors that will influence your price movement. Any factors that will influence your price movement will be the parts fall under your fundamental analysis. I'm not going to go into details about it. If you don't really understand, you can go and search for it because our today's topics mainly we are going to focus. Whether is it technical analysis, fundamental analysis, or trading psychology, which one is more important when it comes to trading and investing? Now, when it comes to trading psychology, easier to say that is anything that you can't see. You see, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, when you analyze anything that you can analyze, meaning that you have the data. Data is something that you can see it. But when it comes to trading psychology, you can't see it, you can't touch it. Anything that you study about the mental factors, about your brain, anything that affecting your brain, which subsequently will affect your execution, will affect your acts, will affect your action as well, etc. So this is what we categorize as trading psychology. So we go directly to the topic itself. Which one is important? Now, before we really study which one is more important, whether it's a technical analysis or whether it's a fundamental analysis or whether it's a trading psychology is more important, let's take a layman example. Just imagine if today you are a badminton player. Please help me to select in between these two. Which one will take you to become a successful badminton player? Is it your badminton skills or is it your badminton psychology? Now, you give it a pause, give it a thought about these two selections and select one before you proceed with the video itself. I repeat, you give it a pause for this particular part, then you give it a thought about which one is more important to become a successful badminton player. Whether is it a badminton skills or badminton psychology? Once you selected, then only you proceed with the subsequent video. So which one is more important? Now, let me come back to trading. I'm going to give you the answers based on the question that just now I'm trying to ask you. Whether which one is more important? Is it badminton skills or badminton psychology is it more important? But you notice one thing very important. It's very hard for you to select. I believe just now while we are trying to select, right, you find if you select badminton skills, it doesn't seem correct as well. Even if you select badminton psychology, it doesn't seem correct as well. So our conclusion are both trading skills and trading psychology are inseparable and indispensable. Meaning in a way, as a layman perspective, to define these two words is they rely heavily on each other for trading success. That's the reason why just now you can't make your decision so fast, and it's very hard for you to make a decision based on just now the two selection. Because if you are telling me that I only have badminton skills, I do not have badminton psychology. Can you become very successful? Maybe at the beginning stage, yes. But at the end of the stage, or when your career progress, you notice that you are going to have some stoppage. You stop somewhere else, you cannot progress further. Maybe that is your badminton psychology will come in. At the same time, if you only have badminton psychology, it will never help you in terms of your badminton itself. If you do not have skills, how are you going to play badminton? Clear? So in a way, you need to understand these two, they are inseparable. Now, once you can understand this, let me show you what are the trading skills for you to really understand. When it comes to trading skills, it's what we call as your hard skill part. It's like your technical analysis, like your fundamental analysis. You can see that even here, I don't separate it because they are under trading skills as well. They are also part of it. Now, the next one is your trading methods and your trading system. This even trading system encompasses all your technical analysis, fundamental analysis, your trading methods as well. So this is what we call as the trading skills. Hard skills that you can learn. When it comes to trading psychology, like for example, discipline, consistencies, decisive, these are all the soft skill part. Soft skill part which you can't see this at all. So the very important concept that you need to understand is not for you, or what I should say, it is not important for you to differentiate whether is it technical analysis is more important, or fundamental is more important, or training psychology is more important, which even you can go and Google search. There are certain research paper in fact came out with the percentage of which part is more important. But the inconvenient truth is these are all inseparable, meaning that it doesn't matter whether is it training skills only take up 50%, training psychology only take up 30%, or training skill take up only 20%, training psychology take up majority of it. It is not important. The most important things that you need to understand is they are interrelated. It's like they're helping each other. They need to rely heavily on each other. With that, every part of it also you need to learn. So the conclusion for this particular topic is very clear-cut for you to understand, meaning that we need to understand that these three parts, they are important as well. Doesn't matter your technical analysis or fundamental analysis which fall under your training system or your training psychology. When it comes to trading, they are equally important in a way. But I can give you a guide. Coming back to this part, in terms of sequence, there's a sequence for you to learn. The best is for you to start to focus in terms of trading skills, then only subsequently to focus on trading psychology. Because your trading skills, with the knowledge itself that you have learned through your trading skills, it will help you to solve many of your trading psychology problems. But without the skills that you need, for example, the knowledge that you need, you cannot make a correct decision when it comes to trading psychology. Because trading psychology is how you think, but how you think rely heavily on the knowledge that you learn. So maybe this can give you some idea which part to start with, because the sequence might help you to come to a conclusion which one to learn for. So you can start by learning your trading skills, master it by strengthening your knowledge in terms of trading and investing. Then subsequently, when you go for trading psychology, it's easier for you to solve many of the issues that you face with. So this comes to our conclusion, and this comes to the end of our session for today. I hope that these topics will help you to have a clearer picture about whether technical analysis is more important or fundamental analysis is more important or training psychology is more important. I believe by now you should have your answer with it. Like what I said, they are equally important because you cannot separate it. But understanding which part is more important is not the crucial one that you need to know. The crucial one that you need to know is you also need to learn the rest of it. So this comes to the end of our session. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channels and on your notification bell. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up And my name is Ting Ting. I'm going to see you in our next video. Bye bye.